Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Storm here.
Tom here.
Kimmy here.
We're watching Attack on Titan, the finale. What's going to happen? Will they kill Eren? Is he going to actually kill off the entire world? He's already killed off so many people.
It's nail biting.
Yes.
I can't wait to see.
Yes. Shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
Yeah. I love Levi so much. It's so freaky. God, I can't believe he's fighting. I mean, they all have to do it to save the world. What's left of it. Wow. I love this kind of animation. All that movement. Maybe they're not so devilish after all. Oh, that's right, his family. Ooh, that's freaky. Whoa! Ew! What the freak is that?
He's gonna control him like he did Zeke?
Ew, maybe. What the heck? What?
Oh, that's like a
What the? I think it's like an attack titan. Crab. Yeah, like the Warhammer, they all look like the giant titans. So he's using all his forms.
Yeah, this is not looking good.
Oh, wow.
It's like old souls, I guess.
Because all of it's connected to the founding titan. He's amazing. It's too easy, though.
Yeah.
Why wait? Oh, no! Did it kill her, though? I mean, maybe just her titan?
No, I think I got her.
Crap!
Oh.
Did it go through her neck, though?
Wow.
So much action. Nice.
All right.
Wow.
Ooh.
Everyone was a hit. No! Took his head
Oh,
off!
geez.
Seriously!
Oh, she's seeing it.
Oh, God! So he's in his mouth! So
no.
is he dead, though? He's not dead yet. Yeah, save Connie. Oh, it's like a snake. Ooh, creepy. Yeah, Levi. Woo! Hopeless. What the heck?
What?
Well, she has wings? What? Wow. Oh, it is. That's cool. So it's like the new. Okay, yeah. Fans were telling us that he was gonna have different features. No, no one wants to.
Just gotta process it. Mm-hmm.
You have to. That sucks. Don't. Not here. There's too much crap going on. Work together. Are you serious? They're shooting at each other? That's awful. Oh, they have
no.
arrows? Are you kidding? Jump, jump. Whoa, penguin! Oh, no! Oh, God, it was funny, but not. Okay, good. Woo, that was fast.
Nice.
Wow.
All right.
Nice work. I'm impressed. She's quick. My God, he's just dangling there. I know, it's like hopeless.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great fighters, though. Wow.
Oh, look at it.
Dude.
That's so crazy.
Oh, excuse me.
What? Quick. Whoa. I love them working together like this.
Awesome.
Woo! Whoa! Don't hit one of those vertebrae. Dang. Yeah. Survive, guys. Woo. This is so freaking terrible.
God.
Like, this is like the last of humanity. And you're just gonna get crushed, getting pushed. Oh,
Right?
no.
You have no choice.
Oh my god. Everyone's trying to save the baby. Oh, how sad. Oh, how sad is that? They're trying to save the baby. He could have figured it out. He's so good. Nice.
Nice.
He's giving up.
It's depressing.
Deep.
事切れる前はホッとするのかもな。何の意味があるのかもわからず、ただ増えるためだけに踊らされる日々を終え
It's
て、
really seeing his body.
これで自由になったって。でも確かに俺はずっとキャッチボールをしているだけでよかったよ。元で交代よ。
Oh. Whoa, look at that freaking weapon. Holy crap. Get out, get out, get out.
Okay.
There's like no hope. Yeah. Dang. Look at the dog. You see that dog one?
Yeah.
Whoa. Alright. Is Berto helping? Oh, they're fighting back. Are they connecting with them too? Oh. Oh, even Ymir. Yeah. Give him back. Yeah. Gross. Oh, the freaking tongue. That's so nasty.
Cut it off.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Got right through his leg. Ooh.
right.
Wow, that takes a lot of strength. That's great they have someone on their side now. I'm all out in the open here.
まあ、いっぱい殺しておいて虫が良すぎるよな。
Whoa! Wow, he
Is that
was.
Levi?
Wow, yeah, he wanted to kill
Oh,
him.
jeez.
Yeah, but he just helped.
Oh yeah, but you just got too much heat.
Wow, yeah, they just lost the big one. So they needed to kill Zeke because he was the connection. But is that going to really stop Eren? They stopped. I don't know. Oh, the baby's still alive. He doesn't want to kill him. I know. Holy crap. But it's not severed though, is it? Is his head severed?
I think it is.
Oh. Ooh, is that the thing?
Oh,
that's the
that's
whoa, the original. Look how big it is now. Ooh.
Man. Oh, it's going first. Oh,
Wow, it's trying to keep him alive. Doing the explosion. Crap. Yeah, and he has to get out of. Oh my god. Oh, giving birth. Oh my god. All these things.
突発性の頭痛を起こすことの疑問も抱かずただあれが最後だなんてミカサお前が大嫌いだったそんなこと
What was that about?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, good. Is it him? Okay, it is. Wow. Little veins. Step on it.
Trying to get to a vessel or something.
Oh, crap. What's that? Uh-oh. Is that Eren?
Oh, no.
But the monster's away from him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. Well, I just
Kind of, sort of back in between.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. What does that
no.
mean? It's going to trigger people? Oh, no. It's going to trigger people? Are they going to transform?
Oh, no.
Holy crap, so any Eldians will transform into Titans.
Oh.
Oh, they're all gonna
so
turn
good.
even Gabi. Are they all gonna... Oh, not them too! Like everyone? No! After all that. No!
Come on.
Ew. God, all these families, and now they're all gonna go after each other. Oh, that
They're leaving them alone.
sucks.
That is the worst.
I mean, it's so sad, but then they run like that. It's like, you're gonna fight your friends too? I mean, he has been, but... Yeah, come on! Oh my god! I know! It's all up to him! Oh, his mom! It's horrible. Everyone's trying. This is it. Like, there's no going back.
Mikasa, 起きろよ。風邪ひくぞ。
Huh.
俺たちが全てを放り出してここまで逃げてきた。あの日から。マーレの戦争が終わって2ヶ月。パラディ島侵略戦争がもうじき始まる。逃げなきゃみんな殺される。アルミンも俺たちを必死で探しているだろう。
Oh, it's like an alternate reality.
Yeah.
俺にはお前じゃないか。
So are they actually talking now, or is this her dreaming?
It's probably just her dreaming.
俺のことを忘れて自由になってくれ。頼むよ、ミクサ。
Oh, you can still look at his face now.
They're just like giving her permission to kill him. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
And
Because that's why he originally said, I hate you. He was trying to break up with Armin and Mikasa to have them kill him. Mm-hmm. Wow, the animation. Woo! Wow. God, he's just riding the debris. Holy crap. Whoa! Ackerman's rule. Oh. Oh, she got, exploded the mouth. Wow, into the hole. And there he is.
tonsillectomy.
Whoa! Wow! She cut his head off?
It kind of looked that way.
It did.
Holy crap, she followed through. Save humanity. Oh my god, it's like she's
got
within the head. Oh my god, she's gonna kiss. Holy crap! Oh, she's letting it go, but that's messed up. That's his head. Ew, that's his head. That is messed up. Oh my god. And then Ymira's just watching. Holy crap.
Wow.
Wow, she followed
She puts
through.
on some chapstick after that.
Ew. How sad, but she had
She
to
was
do
strong. She was young.
俺たちが行きたかったところだ。歩きながら話そう。始祖ユミルの話を。
it. He's older there. Yeah.
フリッツ王を愛していた。それが2000年経ってもユミルを縛り続けていたものの正体だ。始祖ユミルの心の奥深くまで理解することはできない。でも彼女が苦しんでいたことは確かだ。2000年間ずっと苦しみから解放してくれる誰かを求め続け、ついに現れた。それがミカサだ。俺は頭がめちゃくちゃになっちまった。始祖の力がもたらす影響には過去も未来もない。同時に存在する。
Yeah.
だから仕方がなかったんだよ。あの日、あの時、ベルトルトはまだ死ぬべきじゃなかった。だから見逃した。
He started the whole thing. What?
行こう。
So he like started the whole thing? I mean, like I know he pushed his father to eat the royal family.
どう思ってたのさ。ミカサのことだよ。エレンのことを忘れて誰かと幸せに生きていけると思う？君が望んだ通りに。さあ、わかんねえ。
That's funny.
わかんねえじゃないだろ。僕は許した覚えはないぞ。ミカサの恋心を無
He's so cute after all this. He's protecting her.
理仕掛けでずっとエレンだけを見てきたミカサに俺のことを忘れろで済まされると思っているのか。俺が死んだ後もしばらく10年以上
Oh no! That's so sad too.
そこまでかっこ悪いこと今のミカサには言わないでくれ。
Promise.
幸せになってほしいんだよ。でも、くそ、死にたくねえ。ミカサと見てと一緒にいたい。
Aw.
諦めずに探そう。人類の8割を踏み殺した。
Holy crap.
俺は文字通り
Wow.
機械人類
Can't
の根
even.
絶を完遂しようとしてお前たちに阻止される。その結果が8割。壁外世界はパラディ島と同等の文明レベルに陥ることになる。
Wow. Wow, that's like messed up. So no matter what, this was supposed to happen.
ありえない。こんなのは解決じゃない。人がいなきゃ戦争は起きないだと。と思ってた。だがサシャもハンジさんも俺のせいで死んでブロックとして
80% of the world.
殺し合いにさせることになった。どうし
Oh,
て
is that just hair? Like blood? Oh, and teeth.
やっとわかった。バカだからだ。どこにでもいるありふれたバカが力を持っちまった。だからこんな結末を迎えることしかできなかった。そういうことだろう。想像させたのは僕だ。
Oh shit.
Oh, he's blaming himself.
それをやっと気づいてくれたのか。いつでも足元にあったのにいつも遠くばかり見てるから。ありがとうエレン。
I'm gonna hug.
時間だ。ここで過ごした記憶は消すが、全てが終わった時にまた思い出すだろう。次は殺し合いだね。そしてその次に会う時は
No more fighting.
先に待ってる。地獄で
Oh my god, it's so depressing.
ずっと一緒だ。
Even after all that, they still really care for each other.
これはアルミ。
She's still holding the head. Oh, it's so messed up. Don't- oh. Oh. Oh.
アルミンも記憶が戻ったんでしょう。エレンが私たちに会いに来ていた時の。聞いたよ。ミカサがもたらした選択の結果が巨人の力を
Oh, they're back. Oh, they came back. Oh, good. Oh, good. Some positives.
All right.
律儀なクソバカ
Oh, thank God they came back.
Yes.
お前ってやつは。エレンがよ。母ちゃんも人に戻るって言ってたんだ。
He
He's
was
still
phenomenal.
alive. He was amazing again. Oh. Yeah, they're all protecting you.
結末らしい。お前
Oh,
に捧げた
he's back.
心臓の
All of them.
He's got to be in so much pain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, have you
Aw.
seen Sasha?
Aw.
Can we hug you for a second? Oh, and Gabby. And hi, you guys can hug. Young love. Do they fall in the background? Oh, well, you know what? So 13 years? That's good. Do you get your human years back?
Oh, he's so relieved.
Oh, good. That's nice. All I ever needed. I mean, this is so sad in a way, but like her
It
carrying
is.
the head is freaking me
Yeah,
out.
I mean, she doesn't have a body to bury him.
あそこで居眠りしてた。いい場所だと思う。
Huh.
パラディ島のエルディア人アルミン・アルレルト進撃の巨人エレン・イェーガーを殺したものです。あなただったのね。ずっと私の頭の中を覗いていたのはあなたの愛は長い悪夢だったと思う。奪われた命は帰ってこない。それでもあなたに生み出された命があるから私がいる。
Ah, there's her baby. Who's the daddy? It's so beautiful.
から3年
Battle of heaven and earth. Wow, look at all the
Oh, look at the
footprints.
footprints.
Oh my god.
がこの世界なのです。私たちは戦わなくてはなりません。
Yeah, it's like, what do we do now?
何度見てもヒストリアの筆跡は美しいな。
Oh yeah, I just need a crush on her.
何度も言うが、既婚者に熱情を抱くのはやめろ。気持ち悪い。そういうじゃんは頭の毛が気がかり
I liked her before she was married.
誰に見せるつもり？歴史の教科書を読む女学生。
Music.
みんなは知りたいはずだから。僕たちの物語を。
Oh, he lost an eye. Oh yeah, wow. Oh, how cute.
Aw.
Life. There's still life.
エレン、もうすぐみんなが会いに来るよ。
Oh yeah, she buried him there.
嬉しいでしょ。
Well, it's been 3 years and she still is.
Yeah. I mean, from what we could tell. Well, give me that freaking scarf.
You're supposed to get rid of the scarf.
Like a sign from him. Come around in spirit.
Can you say?
Wow. Oh, they all showed up.
Oh, there they are.
That's great seeing the time go
Beautiful
by
spot.
with leaves falling, different seasons.
It's that piece.
Wow, what an ending. Woo!
They tied it up very nicely.
They really did. I mean, this was a great series, and we had so many questions. Oh, going back. I really like the emotions behind this too, because nothing is perfect, and Eren did terrible things because he thought it was right, and I can understand where he was coming from, but he actually still killed. Aw, you get to see the gravesite. Oh, they're showing like the burial.
I don't know. You didn't have much of a body.
I know. You know, that scene too, I know, like, this whole special was very heavy. I mean, it was extremely intense, and just the feelings were very heavy. And I felt so bad for Mikasa at the end, you know, when she's holding his head. Like, we finally know that she really was, like, in love with him, and apparently he loved her too. But when she was holding his head, it was a little much for me, because I get, like, she just murdered him, but she's, like, cradling her friend's head. You go through different emotions.
Right, and she's doing it because she loved him so much, but she had to do it for humanity. I mean, 20%
Oh, look, there's a war going on around the tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, she had to. Look at it.
It's just destroyed now. Oh, that's really sad too. I mean, again, like,
Well, that's the whole point, though. It's showing the cycle will continue.
Right. No matter
oh
what.
my God, it's all destroyed. Now this big rocket. Oh, this is so freaking depressing. I mean, it's already terrible. Holy crap. Well, now I'm just really sad. But it is true. I mean, okay, now we have something good. Is this something different? But it's always war, no matter what. Oh, this is still okay. It's still going.
They're going to discover it.
The tree's still there. It's huge.
Yeah.
Wow, it's humongous. Ooh, it's open. Oh,
wow.
No. What does that mean? What does that mean? The tree was open.
Maybe it just grew around it.
I'm thinking...
I mean, it was a small and it was sinking, but...
Wow, what an ending. Wow. Okay, so seeing that huge tree at the end, there was that opening. It looked very familiar to that story we heard of Ymir, when she was tortured so much and she wandered and went to that big tree and it had that opening and she fell in and went into water. Then we saw that freaking centipede monster attach. I think that's saying that it's coming back. Oh, that sucks. Like...
The cycle is being reborn again.
Yeah, I guess after so much suffering and hate, brings back this original monster that will, you know, start the Titans again. But what a story. I mean, there were so many things covered in this special alone, and I think it was a great conclusion to the story.
It was. It was great to see, you know, Eldians and Marleys get together and finally, you know, come to an agreement to just be as one, try to get, you know, before, you know, they took them down. And, to see everybody just really trying to work so hard together. Levi was amazing.
I really love
He
Levi.
was phenomenal.
He must have been in so much freaking pain.
Yeah, like so many of them.
And he
yeah,
just
he was
did
still
not
healing.
stop. He did not waver. He just kept going. They all did.
Yeah. This was so much fun to watch. I mean, the animation, we've heard so many things about the different animators involved and the studios changing over, but no matter what, like, this was grueling for the animators. Like, they had to, like, pull all-nighters and hardly any freedom themselves, just like working so hard to get to meet these deadlines to finish the show. And I think they really did a great job. I mean, the animation was it blew me out of the water, and it was just so beautifully done. So many action scenes and the perspective scenes. We've seen that a few times in the show, but special had a lot of that.
I'd say this special was like mostly action. I'd say at least 80%.
Yeah, and the follow through, like where we're following someone, through like Eren's monstrous skeleton, and
I know, and how he really stepped it up a notch. I mean, 100-fold. I mean, it was crazy. How he was just conquering, his friends. Really,
it was also cool to see. Yeah, not cool for our gang, but it was cool to see how Eren used all like the Titans of the past.
Yes,
exactly.
100% agree. That I did not expect to see.
No, I said, oh no, there's no way they're gonna conquer this.
Yeah,
there's
and
no way.
There was a lot going on, but you really had to pay attention, because I'm glad I voiced it, because sometimes when I do see things, I won't say it right away. Other times I do, but there was so much happening, and right from the start I'm like, wait a minute, that Titan looks like a past Titan, and I started to call out ones that looked familiar, and it makes sense, because I'm like, holy crap, like he's bringing back past people. And I love that idea, because here we're talking about time is almost irrelevant, where you have past, present, future all happening at once when you're in this realm, and Eren's connected to that, and death doesn't end everything. Like, everyone's still connected. So I love that idea where they were still alive in some way. Unfortunately, they were controlled by Ymir, but then Zeke set them free, and I thought that was so freaking awesome. And they started to team up and fight back.
Yeah, that was amazing, and it was great because Armin was talking to him and really, trying to
snap him out of it.
Yeah, and he did.
Yeah, that was great. That was a good scene. I mean, Armin, I love so many of the characters in this series, but Armin is top notch, and he's so smart and compassionate, and none of them are perfect, and most of them are murderers and killed a lot of people. I mean, you have these wars and people try to justify their means, but it doesn't always make it right. And here, Armin killed so many people, especially becoming the Colossal Titan. And he knows, I'll see you in hell. Like, he really loves his friends. He loves Eren, and there's just so many emotions.
He's killed a lot of his own friends, from the past.
Yeah, even the Jaegerists, there are some, super, emotional scenes. So many in this series, and them crying over their enemies that they were friends with, and they, got brutally killed in front of them, or they had to kill them, and it's just absolutely horrible. War is a terrible thing. And the sad thing is, I mean, there's a lot of good in the world too, but war is always going to happen. Everyone thinks for themselves. The more freedom you have, the more you're going to think for yourself. And wars are going to happen. The fact that Eren, he started all of this, and he said something about sending Bertolt, originally out in the first place, that killed his mom, that ended up getting his mom killed. He started all this. We saw the shock of Eren actually talking to Grisha and pushing him to eat the royal family. He didn't want to do that, but your future son in a dream is telling you to go through this. It's insane. It's so mind-blowing.
Well, just to know that, Eren's whole life, wasn't linear. He can go back, he can go forward. Right. He knew what the outcome had to be, but he still went back to take the time to talk to all his friends.
Yeah.
To give them peace afterwards.
And that's what's so sad, because as we know, what Eren did was absolutely wrong. He killed 80% of the world. He murdered a bunch of innocent people. Like, no, that absolutely should not have happened. But trying to see his perspective, there's so much hate in the world against Eldians that there was no hope for them because most of humanity was against them. And I get the reasons too. Like, it's very unfair, but a lot of them can turn into their weapons, and a lot of them are uncontrolled and they could wipe out humanity. And like, look what we saw here.
Well,
using this
during
great power.
During the ending credits, though, they proved the point that even without the Titans, they were able to develop technology which wound up destroying them anyway. So
so it's an endless cycle.
Yeah, so I mean, right after the 20% that survived, I'm sure it was peace for a while, but then eventually, as time went on, it just started all over again.
It's showing
people forgotten.
Yep, it's like you forget your own histories, and here, like, the hate, the suffering just gets to a point where it's so unbearable that this demonic evil comes back again. And here this boy's going into that tree. So here the life of the Titans are going to start again because there's just so much hate in the world. So it's just a full-on cycle. What Eren did was pointless in a way because it's going to happen anyways. So
but
just
you don't think Eren could be reborn because his head's still in that ground, in that spot where that person was going into.
It could have went, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm assuming from what we saw, that was the destroyed future city that we saw in the credits. And that tree, I'm assuming that's the same tree where his grave was. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming it was just his head that was saved. That I don't mean to laugh at that. That was a very sad scene. And I love Mikasa so much. She's one of my favorite characters, like her and Levi and Armin. I love them. And Connie. I'm going to start listing all of them. But like Connie, I was so worried about in this one. I'm like, I don't want to lose Connie in this. And,
but I see what you mean about the head, physically holding the head, but it's iconic because he came back to talk to her and say it's okay, you need to let me go and in order for you to move on. Mm-hmm. And giving her the okay that it's okay to kill me.
Yeah. And there's just so many things I want to say. And yes, and so I do believe that tree was the same tree where he was buried. So maybe he will come back. I kind of think that Eren's gone and not going to come back. Like his soul is not going to be connected. I'm hoping to the Titan if they do come back, which I'm assuming the Founding's going to come back. So it's just going to restart again. Now, going to Mikasa, like we always saw throughout this series that she was extremely protective of Armin and Eren, her friend. She really cares for them. And with her Ackerman blood, they get severely protective of the ones they care about. So Eren thought he was spiteful in a way. He was angry in a way because he saw her more as a slave once he found that out, that she was not in control of her own decisions because of her blood. And that wasn't her fault, but come to find out, like, not only was she protective of her friends and she made those decisions, she just was very intense about it. She actually really did love him. So I kind of thought that throughout the series that there was something more there and not just her Ackerman blood. But I do wish we saw more of that with Eren throughout the series because we could tell he really cared for his friends. But it was so political, especially the last couple seasons, that I really didn't see much of that. And when Eren full out told his friends, which was horrible to see that, where he was just like beating up Armin, like that was terrible. And then with him saying, I hate you, Mikasa, like again, what he was saying at the end in this episode that, he sees everything. He knew what had to happen. So he knew at that point what he had to say to his friends to make them, to really break them off from him. So they will kill him in the end because Eren had no choice but to make this decision because it was written in stone already. Like he even said that all this was going to happen no matter what. I tried to see this in so many different ways or something, and it was always the same outcome. So this had to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Armin understood that.
Yeah, and he was trying to protect his friends. That was it's not right. I'm definitely not agreeing with it, but
and Doctor Strange was in the background? Was Doctor Strange in the background going like this to Eren?
Yeah, he has like the time stone.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. I mean, I like how we saw these moments with his good friends, with Armin and Mikasa, that he could actually talk to them and have heart-to-hearts with them. It was really sad, but it left closure, and I like that closure better, you know, than just killing him and being like, oh crap. And the scene when Armin saw Mikasa holding their friend's head, like when he broke down and cried, that got to me, because you could just feel his emotions there and how sad he was.
You could tell he knew what was going to happen or how it had to happen, but just to actually see it and to actually believe it.
Right.
And actually believe it, and, you know.
Yeah. Right. And then for him to go forward with that commander and just say, no, I killed him.
Yeah.
I personally did it. So, you know, he had that emotion because he saw it, you know, and that really gave him the incentive to talk.
There were a lot of crazy moments, and even though a lot of it happened quick, there was still like a lot of good information there to really get the scene. And when Mikasa, because she's amazing when she goes full on Ackerman, and when she went like right into the mouth, and she did everything precisely and how she had to do it to get into Eren. Yeah, and then we had a quick slow motion scene of them exchanging looks. And then he just kind of accepts it and closes his eye, and you see the sword go down.
I don't think it was more of acceptance. I think it was more of relief that it went the way he wanted it to go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because it was something where he was like, "All right, this is the end."
Because he kind of had that look of peace, you know, at the last second before she, did the final blow.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's a lot of deep meaning behind this, and the way that, you know, Ymir and Mikasa, like, it seems like they have a lot more in common and were connected in certain ways. And Ymir had a love for her tyrant of a husband who, like, raped her and tortured her. But, you know, you can get conditioned to, like, that's all she knew. So she really loved Fritz, and it's just so crazy that she stayed under his power. Like, she had the most intense, most powerful strength, and she just stayed with him the whole entire time, and she just stayed a slave. And here he had Eren. I mean, besides this special, I didn't really feel that love connection, but, you know, I guess like Mikasa and you know, her connection was really strong with Eren in a way, and they weren't a slave to each other, but like, I don't know, like, but I feel like they were trying to connect that in some way to how Ymir and Fritz were, and like maybe the motivation behind your actions kind of thing. Like, he wants to protect his friends and give them a better life down the road, but definitely not the way to go about it. But just to hear 80% of the freaking world, like, I felt so bad for Eren. And I was so conflicted because I'm like, you murdered 80%. And I get he stuck by what he said, though. He's like, I'm not going to change my mind. You have to kill me. I'm going to do this. Like, time is not linear for him. So this was already set in stone from the start. So he is completely committed. There's no change in his mind. So he stayed that way. And I'm impressed that he did. And it's just a really sad outcome. And
he didn't hold back at all. You know, he went full throttle.
No. Yeah, that's right.
A major thing that I really enjoyed about this, it was so heartbreaking to see all these people we care about change into freaking Titans. Like, that was so devastating. But how awesome. Now they're all relieved of the Titans in general. Even Reiner, Annie, Armin, everyone. Like,
isn't it crazy?
Now they can live human lives, like full human lives. The 13 years, doesn't exist anymore. Nope. They are free. They're Titans. They all didn't just die or something because they were connected to the Titans. It was a happy thing there. That was a great thing. Like,
even all the people who got turned at the last minute, you know, they Gabi all got resurrected too. Yeah, Gabi, Ani's father, and everybody else. You know,
that was an insane scene to be like, holy crap! Like, once like we see the mist and we're like, wait a second, what's happening? And it's coming from that freaking centipede monster. And we're like, wait, what is this? And we're like, oh, didn't we see this when that whole village changed? And I'm like, no! And, oh my god.
Just to see Connie and you know, just holding holding each other, being like, "This is how we're gonna go out," and they're like,
Oh,
well,
I know. Yeah, they're just
just kinda like
summarizing it.
accepting it.
Okay, and they're
That was
just kind of
heavy,
like
too.
joking, like, okay, we did all this work for nothing.
And they're so brave because they've already survived so much, and they just know their time's up at some point,
Oh,
and they're just like,
they
accepting
know
of
they're
it.
this close, but
They're so
that's-
awesome.
Yeah.
I love these characters so much. They were so good. And a nice thing is, Connie said, well, maybe my mom is still alive. Like, she was hanging out there the whole time as a Titan, so hopefully she won't be like a skeleton when she's back to human form.
Well,
But-
no, he said that Eren told him that his mother will be back to a human.
Okay, because I remember him
Great.
saying something in that context, and
Yeah, 'cause,
so that'll
he,
be good.
He had a
And what about
conversation with
Reiner
all
and
of them.
his mom? That was beautiful.
And she's accepting of him now because she
She
kept
was
pushing
so
and pushing
happy
for
that
him
he
to be a
wasn't.
Titan
Yeah.
because you have to be one of the 9. It's a privilege, and that's all that really mattered. And now
He
she
just
sees what
swelled
really
right
matters.
up. He was
yeah.
so happy.
Yeah, another huge scene was when everything turned black and white and people were running off the cliff. They had nowhere to go when the Colossals were right on top of them. And they, you see these two, people in color of, the blonde-haired lady, and then you have, the red that she's wearing, and then her baby wrapped in red. And they're the only ones in color, and everyone else is in black and white. This is doomed humanity, and this is the innocence of life that we're holding on
And
to.
that's a future generation.
Yeah, so them
Yeah.
carrying
Save the
the
next
baby,
generation.
the mom falls, but she's
But
like,
it also-
Father, save my baby.
It shows
That was
that the humanity that is still there, even in
Yes.
times of desperation.
Right.
Yeah, trying to save the baby.
Save the little one.
That scene was
That's
emotional.
our future there.
And I'm glad they survived. Whatever's left.
Yeah,
of
I
humanity and the
thought
baby.
they were going to crash. When they stopped, I thought the Titans were going to just crash on top of them. And I was gonna,
Yeah, because they're
but
so
were
huge. Just like they're going to go
frozen.
somewhere.
Okay, 83%.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this was a great episode. I mean, I knew a lot of people were going to die. We lost so many people in this series alone.
Well, how many times in this whole series did we think Connie was going to die? I mean, he came close.
I
know,
I
love
Connie.
so many
80%.
characters, and I always
Connie.
freak out when we do lose someone. But Connie was one of the ones I was like, yeah. And then Levi, he already had that brush with death where I was very upset for a while, and then we found out he was alive. Where I'm like, they won't do that again. They do that on certain shows, which really annoys me. But but I was kind of like, Levi will survive. Hanji, I'm really sad about.
Yeah.
Sasha, devastating. But Connie, I definitely wanted to survive. And Zeke's death, when Levi took him out,
Yeah.
I was kind of sad to see Zeke go, but at the same time, I knew that had to happen
Yeah,
in
Levi
order
was
to
there.
sever the connection they had, or him and Eren had.
Yeah, he had no trouble. He's
Yeah.
like, that's it.
And the scene was
We
so
have
cool
to.
too, the way they animated it, and then it was dramatic where he was I think it was silhouetted or something, and you just see his head flying, and it's like, holy crap, in slow motion. It's like, this
That's
just
really
happened. Pretty insane.
So you're going to sever that royal blood.
That's right.
And then seeing all the past people again with Porco and so many other people, and Bertolt and everyone kind of working together.
And another good scene was with Armin talking to Bertolt. That was great too. He was so emotional. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I had to.
Yeah, I took everything from you,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. So he really learned from it, and he remembers so many details. So I love Armin's character, and I'm glad he survived because he is a great leader, and he can really teach people the wrongdoings and what they went through to learn to be better.
well, he's probably the only character that really progressed a lot in the entire series. I mean, he went from somebody who was
very meek and
weak and
defend
scared of
himself.
life, and,
just emotional. Yeah.
yeah, to become one of the strongest.
So logical. He really just thinks things out, and
I mean,
follows-
even when he thinks he's in the afterlife, and he's telling himself, "Wait a minute, think about this. I'm holding sand."
exactly for him to
Yeah.
think about it and say, "No, I'm not dead."
How can I have logical thought without any oxygen? that kind of stuff. And it's like
I like how he says things like that.
anybody else in that same situation would just be like Zeke. He kind of just gave in.
Right, right, exactly. He's yelling at himself. Get up, wake up. He's like, wait a second.
Yeah,
And
that was
it really
pretty
shows.
Subconscious.
It really shows how much he's come along in the entire series. You know, it's
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. I think there's so much great character development throughout this whole series, but he definitely
but I think he
was
has the
top-notch.
most. Yeah,
Yeah, he's definitely the most. Like, I really enjoyed Mikasa's character, and even though she had a lot of character development as well, she pretty much was very strong all the way through. She just got even stronger.
but she still had the one mindset of protecting Eren, even
Yeah.
when
Yes.
she knew towards the end that it can't happen. She kept it for as long as possible.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up too, because really, to just say this, Mikasa, like, we've been hearing these questions. Even Annie questioned her last special. You know, when it comes down to it, can you kill Eren?
And then again, she said to her this time.
And she followed through. No matter
did.
how much she loved him, she knew she had to do it,
said,
and it was
okay.
But,
hard,
you know,
and
Annie-
I give her credit for doing it.
Annie actually helped out a lot
Didn't she?
in this part because she kind of gave Mikasa the say, don't worry about Eren, just focus on Armin.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
she
You
did
know,
say that.
Because she knew giving her a choice is going to be the hardest thing in the world for her to do. So to
Right.
just take that option out of there, don't worry about him, just focus on Armin, getting him back.
That was good. And you
It
know
was a
who
good
else?
redirection.
I mean, she was great. Annie, like, we saw all the characters come back in such an amazing way, just fighting together and helping each other out. And Annie helping Mikasa, and you know, I just really love seeing everyone fight together. And Peak was amazing, how she just kept like regenerating into her cart Titan form,
she's
like,
like, "No
and she's
problem."
like, da, da, and she's just like saying cool lines in
Yeah.
between, and in a second she's like, bite, bite, and she kept like coming back so much faster than anyone we've ever seen. And she's saying like, oh, because my Titan has endurance, you know, and she really does have that. I was like, holy crap! So you know, she's not meant to be a
Yeah, 'cause
warrior, but heck, who's to
Reiner can
say?
only do it. Yeah, Reiner can only do it like I think 2 or 3 times before he's
Right.
done.
And usually takes a while. Like if you're really damaged and injured, like it takes a while to
and
get
she
the
was
energy back or
just-
whatever. Yeah, and she was just right on it the whole time. So that was really
So
cool
quick.
to see. And then Reiner, someone who was teasing him about like, oh, you for being an armor titan, you really get beat up a lot. And I'm like, well, and I know it's a tease, but when you really think about it, like he's doing his job well. Like he has the heavy armor. He's going in full force, taking on
And he can take
the
he
biggest
can take a hit.
challenges, and
He
he can
can-
take a hit, and he's taking it, and he's taking it, and it's like, you know, it's for him to get damage is showing that he's giving it.
Well,
giving
how
it
many
his
arrows
all.
did he have in his body? You know, for like half the
Right.
show. You know,
Yeah.
And they're going to go more for him because they need to take him down, you know.
Yeah, because he's the brute
he's-
force.
Exactly.
So they got to take down the tank first, you know. But and then who else? Like, but just seeing again, like all the past Titans come back, and then we saw Grisha too as the attack Titan a few times, and it
We
just
saw-
kind of
we
gave
saw
closure
Ymir.
there too. Ymir, yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's the Jaw Titan.
And Porco as well, and then we saw past Beast Titans, and Falco. He was cool because I remember in the past when we first saw Falco's transformation, I said something like, "Oh, similar to the Beast Titan or whatever," and fans were telling us that every Titan can be very different with their features, and he's still the Jaw Titan, but he just is a bird Titan too, or. That is a Jaw Titan, but he just has a bunch of feathers and can fly, and it's pretty awesome because if he couldn't do that, everyone would be dead, like Connie said. Like, that was terrifying. So thank God for Falco. He was incredible.
He was great, and Annie on top of him, and just so stoic.
Like Gabi, woo! But yeah, like so many great scenes in this. But I enjoyed also the 9 Titans. When we saw the history of all the different ones, like all the different generations, it's so cool to see how like individual they really are. Like sometimes they have similar features, like the Jaw Titans. A lot of times you see them with some kind of skull face or like a skull jaw or like the jaw bone or something. But a lot of them look extremely different. We had like the Beast Titan, like we have an ape form. We had all kinds of different animal forms.
We had a man form with a beard.
Well,
I don't know if
that
you saw
one,
that one or not.
yeah, I think that was an attack Titan. Or I don't know, but yeah, there's just so many different kinds that kind of resemble others. Like again, Falco looked kind of like a Beast Titan, but he was a Jaw Titan. So
Right.
I just love how individual they are, where they're very distinct. And you can see that, oh, okay, someone else got the Jaw Titan power, where you're just going to look like the same Titan, but like maybe different colored skin or, different hair or something. But no, they could be physically completely different, and hardly resemble the,
like
the previous
one that took Armin, that horse-looking one.
Yeah.
That
it was like a cow.
It looked like a bull.
Yeah, they had a name for a copy, which I'm going to look that up in the copy. And that one they were determined to get to. So I'm so happy because Mikasa loves her friends. Again, we know that. But for her to like focus again on Armin and try to save him. But I love how she's like, we've got to take this one out no matter what to get him back. And, I love seeing that strength amongst friends.
Oh, yeah. That fight was great. And I really have to say, Eren was, in his form, that was pretty scary. The long hair.
The designs were freaky. Like, he looks so demonic there. And I know it's like the Titans. And that's another thing, too, another contrast where they are so disturbing. The idea of the Titans, I think, is so original. I haven't seen anything like this. And, you just have these eerie, creepy, kind of relatable, human-looking monsters that are so disconnected from humanity, but they look so human at the same time. But then you have distorted, deformed ones that are very, like, even more monster-looking. And then you have them, like, running, like...
Right, and they have like baby faces,
and it's so serious, and then it gets, and you can't help but giggle sometimes. So it really like messes with your emotions, where you feel almost screwed up for laughing. And I'm like, like now, but it's just well done. Like it just really messes with your emotions, where you're like, what the heck? Like it's so crazy.
Should I be laughing or terrified?
I know. So when all the innocent people changed into Titans, and then you just see them running like this, I just started laughing a little bit. I'm like, oh god, this is so messed up. But yeah, I think it's a great conclusion. I really can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. And please compare this to the manga. Like, did you like things that happened in the manga better than you did in the animated version, or vice versa? Any Easter eggs? Is there a future for Attack on Titan? Unfortunately, because even though this was a great series, I don't want the Titans to come back because all hell, like it's already been hell, and it's going to be hell no matter what anyways, because you're going to always have war and stuff. But
yeah, the humans can.
It'll probably be Attack on Titans, futuristic, like 40, 60 degrees or something.
Space, go in space.
Titans with jetpacks and freaking...
You never know, like
in the water.
Like futuristic OGM
Titans
gear.
In space.
So just to ask, out of the entire series, who was your favorite character? You can say up to 3 if you want to.
Okay.
Up to 30? Would you say?
Or you can say up to 30. Here you go. Just list them all.
Okay. I'll start. Eren, hands down. Connie and Levi. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You said Hanji?
No.
Okay.
Hanji. I love Hanji too.
Yeah, I just had that in my
head.
There's so many people.
Hanji, yes, but yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Armin. I'm gonna go with Commander Pixis.
Yes, that was a sad death too when he was a freaking.
But I thought he was a really strong character, and
I agree.
Oh god, third one. Who can I pick for a third one? I'm going to have to go with Levi because he's just so badass.
I love Levi. I know. I think he's one of my favorites.
Even with his crazy.
He could really like too.
Who comes back from death and gets beat up and.
I forget her.
I know she's amazing, and Sasha, I love her too. Like her humor, like that's what I'd be like. Meat,
Sasha was great
potatoes.
Too, yeah.
So if I had to pick 3, I'm gonna try to do it in order. I think Mikasa is definitely my favorite character. I thought she was awesome, and then I'm gonna say Levi. I'm gonna have to say Armin. And then Eren, and then Jean, and then Reiner. And then,
I do like Reiner's character too a lot.
Me too. I really felt for him the last 2 specials and towards the end of last season as well. Like we really got to see what his past was like. And again, no one's perfect. Everyone is doing what they need to survive, to help their families, their friends, and they're trying to do what's right. And to take on these responsibilities is just.
But like Reiner, hard. As a person. Going through all the training with everybody and then finding out that he betrays them because he's the Titan, and then coming back towards the end to be allies with them again.
Yeah.
It's a great back and forth, but plus Reiner also he probably has the best looking Titan out of all of them.
I do like his design.
Yeah.
Out of all the Titans, though, as creepy as they are, if you saw him coming at you, I mean,
yeah, right.
I think
all of
them freak the hell out of me. I don't know.
especially if he's running full throttle at you, you're like, whoa.
That's a cool point too, because I love hearing the different opinions, and here, like Reiner, he is terrifying. I think they're all terrifying, but I'm being very basic about it. I mean, if you see these huge monsters, I mean, the Colossal, because he was so much bigger and was slower.
Well, yeah, he'd be breathtaking just because of his sheer
powerful
size. But
yeah,
if you got a Titan that looks all muscle, just hauling ass right at you, I mean,
that is really terrifying. I don't know which one really stood out the most to me. I mean, again, like any of the 9 Titans can look very different from each other.
Yeah, like Cart was very
reborn
different.
or whatever. Yeah, so Cart looked very different every time. The attack, I mean, we saw Grisha as the attack, and he looked very different too. He looked more like a very broad, muscular, bearded lumberjack or something. And then you had Eren's form, which I thought Eren's form was actually really cool looking. He looked kind of like an evil elf. He had like those really sharp, pointy ears.
His final form?
That probably was the freakiest as the founding, like the huge
not the big founding one, but when he fought Armin at the end, he was back in his like a modified,
right,
yeah.
That was freaky as heck.
That was pretty creepy.
Mm-hmm. That was very creepy. So I'll agree. I think Reiner had like the most solid, scary, like holy crap. Yeah, I really do like his design. Probably. I don't know if it's the most. I mean, the female Titan, I really love Annie's character, but it looks like a full-on female with just muscle wrapped around her. Like, she was solid.
Yeah, but her crystallization thing was pretty cool.
Neat. Yeah, I like the hardening power.
Yeah, the hardening.
That was cool. I really like Peak. The Cart Titan was very bizarre to me, but I love her fighting.
I do, too. She's got a great
she was always quick. I mean, wherever she was needed, she was always quick to get in and out.
Yeah. And the Beast Titan, I mean, we learned about him later, so he was so different and he was covered in hair. So that really freaked me out just because it was something very different and we didn't understand it. So he stands out a lot to me too. But yeah, overall, I mean, the Warhammer, we didn't really see much of the Warhammer. I mean, Eren got to her pretty quickly, but the idea of her hiding like Zeke did in this, like the body's hidden somewhere else so you can't get to the nape of the neck or something. You can, survive longer. That was interesting. So to be able to create these like crazy, like how we saw the weapons, like the arrows that the Warhammer Titans were using and how they could just like create all these like heavy weaponry out of nothing. Like that was insane. And then the Jaw Titan was kind of fun. I mean, Falco was awesome at the end here. Okay, so I'm going to agree. I'm going to say, just to be different, I'm going to say Attack, I thought was like the coolest. Eren's Attack Titan and the Armored probably were the most solid, interesting designs. Not that you have to get that deep into it, but is there a Titan of the 9 that really stood out to you, Kim?
Well, Cart really stood out to me.
Yeah, I know.
In the beginning, I was like,
that saddle or whatever you want to call that box that was always on her back. They should have made that like a giant cooler so they can keep all their sodas and water.
The Titans, like, we don't...
Come on, hydrate during this war.
Hold my beer.
Hydrate.
We're going to get a soda.
Do you have cup holders?
Hold my beer. I love it. The whole history of this was very intense. I mean, the mystery behind this show was great. I love how this started off with, pretty much the first few seasons... We had too many questions where we're like, what's going on?
Like, what is going on?
Yeah, and I like living with this small group and not knowing anything about the world. Like, you think the whole world is where you guys are, and you have no clue what's actually out there. Like, you're a small fraction of the world, and you can't go out because there's no humanity out there, but yet there's so much more humanity out there than this little island. So us learning with the main characters, like, how big this world really is, and it's, like, extremely shocking. Like, we don't understand the Titans. Holy crap, they're humans that change, and learning so much about the history and where these characters came from, like Eren's father, and and it's very complicated. You have all these political battles going on.
I remember us freaking out about finding out about Annie.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, for the first time, yeah.
And I had no idea. Like, I kept saying, "Oh, there's something
we were
big
just-
that's going to happen with her soon," and she was crystallized like the whole entire
Yeah,
series
exactly.
until the end. But
Like the whole second season, she was like,
yeah, the whole like for many seasons, like we didn't really see her till recently again, and I'm really happy she played a big role. Like they all came together in this, and I like the romance with her and Armin. Sorry, and I think that's awesome because now they can live human lives. Because I was kind of sad at one moment. I was thinking at a slower moment when, like in between fights or whatever, when Annie was talking, and I'm like, oh, even if they do survive this, you know, they're both Titans, so they only live for 13 years, so they can like live short, happy lives together. But now they can live like normal human lives together. So I think that's wonderful.
yeah, because if they were stuck living their shortened lives, then Annie would have been probably gone a lot longer than Armin would, because he just started his.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still had 13 years.
There's so much to say, but okay, so for Mikasa, last thing I'll say is I felt really bad for her at the end because she really cares for her friends, and I know she was obsessed with Eren. She really did care for him, but I felt bad because like her focus was always about him, and now that he's gone, she saved humanity, she killed him, and she just seemed so alone at the end there when she was sitting by that tree. So I hope she made a good life for herself and she moved on, truly.
Yeah, I mean,
she has
she
a
seemed
scarf still, so I know
she seemed alone but at peace at the same time.
I
And
hope
she
so.
and she could be
sad.
crying too that, what happens if she didn't kill him and she went forward, with her heart and really just wanted, to be with him and didn't kill him. I mean, it would have been a lot worse.
Everyone would be dead.
Right.
Would have been 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
I
maybe
feel
that's
bad
what
for
she's
her.
struggling with,
And I just want, now that, again, like you got a repeat, but hopefully in their lifetime they were able to move on and have peaceful
I hope she
lives.
washes that scarf, though, because, I mean, it's been through a lot.
Yeah, I know. I hope so, too. Wow. So anything you want to add, guys? I know, like, I'm trying to, like, go over my notes, but...
No, but I think it was a phenomenal ending, and it tied everything up. It was really well told.
Yeah, and it was so messed up. Like, there were so many shocking things in this. I just wanted to go over really quick with Ymir. Like, we learned about her history. The king, raped her, whatever. They had kids together. She was, in love with him. It was all twisted. And then after she died, because she sacrificed herself and, jumped in front of him when he was about to get killed, and she ended up getting stabbed and died. And, oh, I'm going to, have our children eat you to form the 9 Titans. Yeah. It's so, freaking messed up. Who comes up with this stuff? It's just so crazy to me. But it was really well told, and the character development top notch. I freaking love that. The mystery behind everything, the friendships that grew throughout this are just so amazing, and how you have these forever friendships at the end. It's just it's beautifully told in that way, and you can really feel their emotions and how much they care for each other. Yeah, and overall, and then we know that Mikasa is a princess, right? We found out that she has that rare bloodline, as we knew. That she's she is from a culture, she's half Asian, and she that's unheard of there. And then she found some kin that afar that she's related to, and she's a princess. It seems like interesting, huh? And then Historia, she really learned a lot with Eren. And she's going to do good by humanity.
She is.
For humanity. And so some positivity.
At least during her reign anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
And
after that, it goes to hell.
Flock, I felt bad for his character, but he really went all tyrant, murdering a bunch of people who didn't agree with him. But jokingly, I was like, can you imagine if Flock came back and he's like, I'm still alive
he comes out of the tree.
You can't kill me, because he kept coming back after he thought he died. It's it's crazy. So, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this finale with us. Thank you for your patience. Again, all 3 of us wanted to watch it together, and I'm happy we made time today to do so.
I am too.
So that's wonderful. Thank you guys. Great. And thank
the
you for
journey
watching.
has finally come to an end.
I'm really sad it's over, but it was a great conclusion. I think it's a very solid story, and it was a very good finale.
Yeah, one last thing I want to say is that when, Mikasa woke up and she said, "Oh, I had a dream." I'm like, "Oh man, please don't tell me that this whole thing was a dream."
Right.
I was like, you can't do that.
For a quick second, Yeah, for a quick second, I thought that same thing, and I'm like, "There's no way they're going to do that because that's just stupid.
Yeah, people
that's
would
really bad
probably kill them if they did that.
Yeah, but I did have a quick second of thinking like, no, it's not that. But again, I'm glad it wasn't just a dream, that she actually did have a connection with Eren, and they
I had a dream,
Same
and
as
you were
Armin.
there, and you were there.
And you were there.
I cut off your head.
It's like, oh,
I cut off your head, and I held it for all eternity.
Yeah,
That's right.
and random, but I also have to say I loved Gabi, and I really loved Jean too. I thought he was.
You can't pick everybody.
I'm gonna pick everyone in Haji.
I know.
Everyone.
Pulls up this giant list. I'm like, you and you.
Yeah, very good. And Onyan Kapan. I always say his name wrong, and I'm like, what's his name? But he survived at the end
Yes.
too.
Oh.
So
He's
love
lucky
you
he survived that
guys.
plane crash.
Yes, I mean he was great at piloting.
Oh, he was. I mean, we knew those wings were going to be flipped off, but I mean, and he's always sweating and just keeping it in control.
Yeah, he was so focused. He had to be. He's like, try or die. But no, that was amazing. Everyone was at their top,
yeah,
top
they were in
game,
the
and
game.
just really impressive. So love you guys. Can't wait to read your comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.